Coming up, a march in the capital city today, all in support of black women, why the leader says this march is needed. And throughout this weekend, parts of the Interstate 30 will be closed. What you need to know to avoid being caught in a traffic nightmare. Plus, families begin to rebuild days after a tornado ripped through the homes, what problems they are facing in the process. All these stories and more next on Fox 16 News at 9.
Live from Arkansas's breaking news leader, Fox 16 News at 9 starts now.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight for Fox 16 News at 9. I'm Troy Lynch. Some people in Little Rock say it's important to remember a group often forgotten about, black women. Our Andrew Epperson is live in studio. And Andrew, what happened today that lifted them up?
Well, over the past 2 centuries, Troy, marches have become an important tool to lift up all sorts of causes. Saturday, some here in the capital city marched for black women and girls and highlight just how many are murdered each year in America.
Support black women!
In the Little Rock streets, a group marches.
Help black women!
They do it as a reminder to respect and protect black women.
I started noticing that there was an awful lot of murders of black women and girls going on, and it seemed to be unnoticed.
Coffee Davis founded the March for Black Women and Girls. In its second year, the mission remains the same.
We wanted to bring awareness to that, but also shine light on the positive things in the community that's going on with black women.
The latest FBI statistics show at least 4 black women are killed in America each day. Davis says their names are often forgotten. These people want to change that.
We are needed, we're important in this community, and the community values us.
The march, also an opportunity for black entrepreneurs who set up shop at Arkansas Baptist College.
We ran a lot of marketing on social media and stuff, and so a lot of people just came on board because they wanted, they wanted a space that was uniquely theirs.
Davis says she hopes to see a day
every 6 hours a black woman or girl is murdered.
Where marches like this are no longer necessary. But until then, she's happy to see people of all backgrounds get behind this cause.
The celebration of black women is all inclusive, and so I appreciate that. And this year I saw that it's more diverse than it was last year.
Davis says this will be a yearly march with the third go-round set for 2023. Live in studio, Andrew Epperson, Fox 16 News.
From the Arkansas Storm Team, weather to plan your day with meteorologist Alex Libby.
Good evening, everyone. Well, if you're lazy bones like me, you probably didn't feel the 20s and 30s this morning. You were probably sleeping. But if you did wake up early, it was cold. This is how cold it was this morning. 27 in Mountain Home. Fayetteville, in the valley, probably not high on the hill, was 26 degrees. 35 in Little Rock was the low. That's 2 degrees off our record. 30 in Arkadelphia. That's a valley. That's why they got a little bit colder. But like I said, if you didn't wake up early, you didn't notice, because we warmed up very fast thanks to that hot April sun. 73 degrees was the high here in the capital city. It got nearly 80 degrees down in Texarkana, 78 there, a little cooler to the north and east, but still very warm if you consider how cold we started. Well, right now we have clear skies and not calm winds, and that's why temperatures will stay mild tonight. No frost or freeze advisories out this evening. But 59 degrees at the time. We'll cool down a few degrees to around 49 here in Little Rock with clear skies. If you thought today was warm, tomorrow you're going to think is hot. 82 degrees with mostly sunny skies, and it will be very windy, southwest wind, 15 to 20 miles per hour. So that's a nice day, but we also have a lot of stormy days to talk about, tracking a multi-day severe weather event in my full forecast. Troy?
Yeah, thanks so much, Alex. Fox 16 crime alert now out of Helena, West Helena. Police say a man is dead after a Friday night shooting. Officials found 50-year-old Cornelius Borum on a front porch with gunshot wounds to his back. He was taken to Helena Regional Medical Center and later airlifted to Memphis, where he died from his injuries. Investigators said that they have identified a person of interest but have not released his name to the public. And the 6th Street Bridge over Interstate 30 slated to be demolished this weekend to make way for a new one. So be ready for some detours. In less than an hour, RDOT says all lanes on traffic I-30 will close and remain closed until 5 o'clock Friday morning. Replacing the 6th Street Bridge is expected to be completed sometime next year. Meanwhile, the newly constructed 9th Street Bridge is open.
We lose the 6th Street Bridge for a year. We gained the 9th Street Bridge. So we're in a push situation, which is a win in my books.
There will be detour signs up for drivers to navigate the area, and you can check out Fox16.com for the full breakdown. And we heard from a Northwest Arkansas doctor for the first time since he was accused of giving ivermectin to jail inmates without their consent. Alex Engel spoke with a member of the medical board who says missing informed medical consent of inmates is their main concern, not the use of ivermectin.
A source of controversy in the Washington County Jail, the use of ivermectin without inmates' consent.
This is not about the chosen drug. This is about doing the right thing the same way it should happen.
Dr. Robert Karras appeared in front of the Arkansas State Medical Board Thursday, discussing informed medical consent for the first time since he was sued for it.
We were seeing 1,000 patients a week at the time this was going on. I treated everybody, my family, my in-laws, my kids, our patients, the jail patients, the same. We tried to prevent people from dying.
Investigators looked at 12 inmate records and found only one had signed a general medical consent form. Vice Chair of the board, Dr. Brian Hyatt, says the lack of consent in the jail is concerning.
If the entire jail population as a whole is representative of what our investigators found, that's not a good level of consent.
Dr. Kerr says he's also concerned that consent forms weren't found for those detainees.
I'm surprised that out of our simple informed consent that we use on everybody and have for years, how that's not getting missed on that many people. Because that shows up, and that's something we always try to get right away.
After Dr. Karras' use of ivermectin made headlines, Karras Healthcare started a more specific consent form for COVID medications. But none of those inmates investigated who were treated for COVID had signed those either.
For patients receiving COVID treatment, they didn't find any consent forms.
The board decided they needed more information on the consent forms and tabled the issue for another meeting.
So much. It's been 10 days since the tornado came through Springdale, and now people are trying to rebuild their homes. Kayla Davis spoke to some of the families with tornado damage and shares what problems they're facing in the process.
That bedroom that's kind of destroyed is where my 4-year-old slept, so that set in real deep for me.
It's a story of rebuilding. For the Springdale tornado survivors like Stephen McKay, still processing the storm's damage, done both physically to their homes and mentally.
The emotional portion probably didn't hit for 2 or 3 days, but if this was a tornado alley, I would be selling this house.
But for some, rebuilding isn't an option. After paying off his mobile home 15 years ago and having the tornado split it in half, Wesley Cassidy is forced to buy another.
Don't know what we're going to do.
Luckily, Cassidy's trailer is insured. But after finding out what the insurance company can offer him for the damage to his home, Cassidy isn't sure how he's going to afford the replacement.
Prices now are just astronomical to what they used to be and what the insurance will pay out.
McKay is in a different spot in the process. He started rebuilding the day of the storm.
8, 9 people out here just paying them out of pocket, doing whatever we can to get the house livable for my kids.
McKay says the only reason he's ahead is because he's in a family full of contractors, like James Phillips.
It's ridiculous because I don't know how they're going to be able to rebuild this area quickly.
But Phillips wants those impacted by the twister to know
that there's people out there praying for you and trying to do the best that they can to get you back in your homes.
There's a lot of people that are way less fortunate than me. I'm super blessed.
We hope all of their homes get rebuilt soon. Still ahead on Fox 16 News at 9, we're going to talk to meteorologist Alex Libby. He's going to join us with the latest from the skies.
Find a place for yourself when your family is there and you're not there and you can't help.
And a group of Ukrainian dancers stranded in the U.S. as the war in Ukraine continues. How one Arkansas group is stepping up to help them.